Well, hello, and welcome to Victor Run Sports Chat. I'm Vernon. Welcome to our daily sports update show, the recap of the last 24 hours of sports, and it has been an absolute screamer. And most of all, it's going to be a screaming weekend. A lot of sports on the weekend. It's going to be an epic one as well. But guys, before we start, let's check out the topics over there. Formula One, EuroLeague basketball, football, cricket, some rugby, some WNBA, some NFL, and of course, the Major League Baseball. That are our topics. Let's get those out of the way. Topics are gone. There they go. Then we've got a little poll up there. Which of these motorsports do you like? IndyCar, MotoGP, F1, and NASCAR. MotoGP so far out in the lead with 36%. I voted MotoGP because of this man here, Valentino Rossi. I absolutely crazy about Valentino. Loved him, miss him so much in the MotoGP. I mean, Marc Marquez is absolutely creaming it now. But Valentino Rossi, absolute legend of the sports. So a big shout out to Valentino. And of course, this morning we had a lot of bets going on. I don't know what's going on here in the morning, but a lot of bets there. And I'm just going to get into it. I wrote them down, guys, so I'm going to hold you to it. Let's go quickly. Meno Rossi, my Argentinian friend there, says he will gift 5 memberships if the Springboks beat Argentina by 30 points. He'll gift 10 memberships if Argentina win by 50. All right, everything down, guys. And of course, I have to, if Argentina wins today, I will gift 5 memberships as well. That is the bot. But you know what? If South Africa wins by 50, I'll give 5 memberships as well because I'll be so happy. Fabrizio said if the Boks win by 30 points or more, he'll give 3 memberships. Fantastic. So the Boks are going to win by 50 today. And Hunty says he'll give 3 memberships if the Australians win today. Good stuff, guys. I like that. Betting is always good. But responsible. Responsible betting. Let's get straight into the show. We'll start off with the Singapore Grand Prix. Yes, it is Singapore Grand Prix this weekend. The practice has been going on Friday. Not much to say out of the practices there. The first practice, I think, Fernando Alonso won. And the second one, it was Oscar Piastri. But those practices, you can never know. Are the tanks full? What tires they're using? But never mind. But we'll get into it today. There is the qualifying this afternoon. And of course, tomorrow is the race there in Singapore. It's a night race, as you can see in the background. There you go. Bit of Singapore in the background. It is a night race. So that's going to be epic. Yeah. And it's these 3 men here. Well, let's leave that up. These 3 men are fighting out for the title. It is Oscar, Lando, and Max Verstappen. I will give 5 memberships if the Aussies win. You know what, Vic? I'll do the same. If the Aussies win today, I'll give 5. Vic will give 5. We'll give a lot of memberships being gifted today. Then that is your Formula One. That's going to be epic. I think the qualifying starts around about 2 o'clock Central European time. I'm not quite sure about that at the moment. I'll have to ask Ryan when he wakes. You know, he's a teenager. Oh, no, he's a grown-up at the moment, 18 years old. When he wakes, it should be around about 12 o'clock. I can ask him. So that's your F1. And it's out of here. Let's get into the Premier League football. Here we go. Some football there. I got that one over. Soccer scores. There we go. We had one game last night, and it was Bournemouth beating Fulham 3-1. That puts Bournemouth at the moment, listen to this, guys, second place in the table. 14 points. Man United's only got 7 points. Huh? Scares me, but it's just the way it is. Today we have Leeds United against Tottenham. That should be a good one. Arsenal, West Ham, another London derby. That should be good. The mighty Manchester United against Sunderland. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. Thank goodness we're doing rugby so we can't watch that game. And of course it is Chelsea against Liverpool. That should be an absolute screamer at 6:30 in the evening. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we should, I don't know. It's rugby time there. We'll see. Where are the soccer scores? Okay, that's the Premier League and it's out of here. Football, gone. We're getting to some EuroLeague basketball. Here we go. We love a bit of EuroLeague. It has started again on the channel. Where is it? 1 second, guys. Didn't I copy that? There you go. Put that up right there. Sorry about that, guys. I was too busy chatting with you guys the whole time. We had some results yesterday, and there was a big result at the first match there. It is Zalgiris Kaunas of Lithuania beating Fenerbahce Istanbul 84-81. That's a bit of a surprise. Zalgiris Kaunas starting the season off well with 2 wins and 0 losses so far. Monaco beating Dubai Basket there 103-81. Anadolu FS losing at home against Hapoel Tel Aviv 81-87. That's a big surprise. Hapoel is also undefeated so far in the season. We have Villeurbanne beating Baskonia 102-95. Panathinaikos Athens losing at home to Barcelona 96-103. That's a big surprise for me as well. Then we have Valencia Basket beating Bologna 103-94. And last but not least, Maccabi Tel Aviv losing to Paris Basket 94-101. And that is your Eurobasket. No games until, I think it is Tuesday. And it's out of here. Let's get into the cricket, because we do love a bit of cricket on the channel. And there are a lot of games going on today at the moment. I'll get straight into that live game, which is on the is taking place at the moment. West Indies against India. Oh, and it's not looking good for the Windies. India declared for 448 for 5 at the end of day 2. West Indies had 162 in their first innings. They're already 26 for 2 in the second innings. This looks like it's going to be a hammering for the West Indies. Go India! Then, of course, we had a little affair yesterday. It was a T20 game between Afghanistan and Bangladesh. And Bangladesh won that one by 2 wickets. So they're taking a 2-0 lead in that series. And today there's another Aussie-New Zealand clash. But it's in the cricket. That starts in about an hour's time. New Zealand against Australia in the cricket. New Zealand, Australia in the rugby. It's the Battle of the Tasman today. And it's out of here. Let's get the cricket away. Just check out the stream. Marnus in the house. Good morning. Remember 8 minutes. Yes, Vic, I remember 8 minutes. No problem. We already passed that. Paul Terry's in the house. Paul. I have to commemorate Paul. He did the predictions. He said there's going to be a draw yesterday between the Dragons and the Sharks. He got it right. Paul, even though you're an Arsenal supporter, you are a rugby savant. Cheslin is in the house. Good morning, Chessie. So let's get into the rugby. And of course, this morning we got a bit of Australia against New Zealand in the Rugby Championship. Both teams are looking good. New Zealand can still win the championships. I don't think so. But that one's going to be an absolute screamer. That is live on the channel. It starts at 11:30 Central European time. So join us for that one. Australia, New Zealand. I'm calling it. I'm saying Aussie's going to win by 3. That's my predictions. Because I want those memberships, of course. Then, of course, later on in the day, that starts at 2 o'clock. As the game's at 3, but we're going live at 2. It is Los Pumas against the almighty Boks, the almighty Springboks, the best rugby nation on the planet. Yes, baby. That game's going to take at 2 o'clock. Join us for that one. That's going to be an epic one. Vic, it's an Italian ref there. It's going to be hard for us, man. It's going to be hard. Ange is in the house as well. He says Australia 50-49 Argentina. Ange is delusional. The person that's taken drugs so early in the morning. Don't just say no. That was all. What's her name? Nancy Reagan. Just say no. That is the URC, the Rugby Championship. But we did have some URC games last night. Yes, and it was, of course, the Mighty Stormers. Here we go. The Mighty Stormers won 26-10 against the Ospreys. That was fantastic. Edinburgh Ulster was postponed. I guess it's because of the weather, because it was pissing cats and dogs down there on the island yesterday. The Dragons did play the Sharks. Drew that one 17 apiece, and that game was it was windy. It was raining. So that's the only reason I can guess why Edinburgh Ulster was postponed, because of the weather. But that was an epic game there by the Stormers, beating the Ospreys. Pity they didn't get the bonus point. But hey, my Stormers are doing well, baby. Stormers are doing well. Dragons and the Sharks, like I said, drew their one. That's a good point for the Dragons. But later on today, we do have Connacht against the Scarlets, Benetton against Glasgow, the Vodacom Bulls against Leinster. That's going to be a cracker. That's also going to be live on the channel. Let me get that one up there if I can. Bulls, Leinster. That's what I thought. Never mind. We'll just pull it down. There we go. Huh? Not very well planning by me, but never mind. It is early in the morning. That is Bulls against Leinster live on this channel, so don't miss that one. And then, of course, later on the evening, it's Munster against Cardiff. And tomorrow we have a little affair of Temper against the Lions. That should all be an absolute screamer. And that is your rugby for today. Off it goes, and let's get into the WNBA. Yes, there was WNBA yesterday, the first game of the final series between the Mercury and the Lynx. Mercury and the Aces, sorry about that. And the Aces win that one, 89-86. Aya Wilson there with 21 points and 10 rebounds. That woman has been dominating the league this season. I call it out MVP for that WNBA. But the Aces take first blood here in the series, so they lead 1-0. Let's get that out of here. NFL. I'll get into more of that but tomorrow, but the games only start tomorrow there. We only had one game so far. And that was the 49ers against the Rams. The 49ers win that one 26-23 in OT. We had that one live on the channel. But there are a lot of games coming up on Sunday, but I'll get to those ones tomorrow morning. That's your NFL. And of course, Major League Baseball starts today. It is the Cubs against the Brewers, the Yankees against the Blue Jays, the Dodgers against the Phillies, and the Tigers against the Mariners. That is your Major League Baseball. That is your sports show for this morning. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Join us later on for the rugby. It's going to be an epic weekend. Formula 1, NFL, Major League Baseball, WNBA. Everything's happening this weekend. For everybody out there, I'm just trying to check the chat quickly again before I leave. Paul Terry, lots of Premier League football today as well. Absolutely crazy. Let's check out the chat one, the poll. Hey, see you later, Paul. Which of these motorsports do you like best? It is MotoGP with 36% there, winning the poll. Then it comes NASCAR with 26, 23 IndyCar, and F1. Nobody likes F1 because it's boring as hell, but never mind. It's just the way it is. You guys have a fantastic weekend and join us for the rugby, guys. Everyone else, say, take care.